good. Yeah, Instagram's not hooking up. Hello, friends. Here for Wednesday Whispers. How are you? Let me just see where you are in my comments. Who's here tonight? Hey, Tina. Hello, Leanne Goods. Hey, Barb Gibb. How are you? Good to see you. And then, of course, my Instagram didn't connect again. I thought that I was going to be getting that all zhuzhed up, but it didn't work. So here I am, Wednesday Whispers. We are celebrating 4 years. Woo! I even have balloons left over from my party this weekend. I can't believe it's been 4 years that I've been a medium, which means I started Wednesday Whispers when I was a little baby medium and had no experience whatsoever. Isn't that so crazy that I'm like, I think I can talk to dead people. I'm just going to go live with it. I'm crazy. What is in my intuitive mug tonight? I want you to guess. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sour? Is it sweet? Is it earthy, fruity? What are you feeling? Hello, Barb. Hello, Deirdre. Hello, Jordan. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Sandy. Sparkling Clean 2024. Thank you. You've been watching the whole time? That's awesome. Chamomile tea. You're feeling some chamomile tea. So I've got a few things to share about. Lemon Bubbly says Shelly. Interesting. Jordan, you're feeling something cold tonight. Okay. Use your psychic abilities. Everybody blend in. What am I drinking tonight? So 4 years of Wednesday Whispers. I had a huge gratitude party on the weekend to thank my community for everything that they have given to us, to my family and support this year with my son having his appendix burst and my husband getting a concussion. And so these balloons are left over. Her name's Lux Occasions. She made this amazing little ring. I'll show it to you guys. It was awesome. So I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm here to do some card readings and some mediumship to connect to some spirits. I also kind of just want to give you a little, this is going to be my last Wednesday Whisper till the middle of September. So I want to give you a little update on what I'm going to be doing here. So I do have this, my tour's coming up. My tour is finishing. I am in Saskatoon. I'm in Saskatoon on June 19th, and then I'm off to Kelowna. Do I have any of my BC people here? BC people, Saskatoon. I'm going to be in Yellowknife at the end of August, which is just going to be awesome. And then I'm going to be in Abbotsford. So if you still want to see me live, I would love to connect. I don't know if that works on my Instagram because for some reason my app's not working. You can't see all my cool things. But would love to have you there, obviously. Now I don't know how to kind of get rid of that again. There we go. Perfect. So that's coming up. And then I'm really excited to, if you kind of are looking for something to do this holiday, for the summer, and you are feeling super wild with this full moon energy, strawberry moon. I love that there's a lot of pink happening here tonight because it's supposed to be a pink moon. It's pretty smoky here in Alberta. I don't know if we're going to see it. But this moon is a powerful one. It's all about raising the bar. If you are still doing stuff that doesn't align, it's get over it already and finish it. So it may feel a little bit chaotic. Anybody else feeling some chaos this week leading up to this full moon? I definitely have. So if you need, Laura, it's your first time here, welcome. Sandy, you're in Kelowna. Okay, great. Would love to see you in Abbotsford. Barb, that's where you are? Okay. Hello here on Instagram. Hey, Nora Blake. Hey, Savannah. Hello, Green Eyes and Ham. I've been everywhere, man. I love it. Saskatoon. Okay, Christina, are you coming? I love it. So here, if you are also kind of thinking of what you want to do this summer, I have about 10 spots left in my annual retreat. And it's just going to be so beautiful. And I'd love for you guys to come. So check this out. So Woo Woo Weekend 2025 is coming up August 15th to 17th. Would love to have you if you feel called, if you were just looking for something really beautiful to do this summer. It's going to be so great. I feel like, Jordan, you were there last year, right? It's pretty life-changing. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, if you like my vibe, then trust me, that whole event is just gonna be beautiful. So let's get to it. We did our intuitive mug. Let's start pulling some cards. If you'd like a card here tonight, and you feel like you just like a little bit of insight, usually the cards that want to come through are a message for all of us. So especially here on this full moon with crazy stuff going on, crazy energy, you know, stuff with relationships, old triggers, a lot of kind of stuff's coming to the surface here with this full moon. So if you would like, a reading, if you'd like a card here tonight, just please say, I'd like a card so that I can see it. Sorry if I miss you in some of the conversations. Sometimes they just go really fast. Thanks, Russ. I feel like you guys might have known me before I was a medium, right, Russ? Was that like near the beginning? Or it was like just a baby medium? Jordan Ashlyn, that just kind of clicked on you, so I guess it's for you. So Jordan Ashlyn. Here on Facebook. Again, sorry, Instagram, that you can't kind of see what's going on in the Facebook world. My little app isn't working. So Jordan Ashlyn. Just feeling busy energy. It is June. Proceeding softly is the card that comes up for you. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So, I mean, this full moon here tonight is a beautiful time to take a little reflector. Sometimes I think in our minds that we think we've got to do these big, elaborate things to slow down and to connect to our spirit. And sometimes when we just put our hand on our heart and take a deep breath, that there's some medicine there, just to be really kind of still and to listen, just kind of see how what's going on. So Jordan, I'm also just kind of seeing some breath work with you too. So I don't know if you've been working on breathing, but it just makes me feel like they're just saying proceed softly. So no rushing into anything. Also, like, I don't know if there's a contract that's going to be signed, but I also feel a delay in a contract. So I hope that makes sense for you. I had caffeine today. I never have caffeine. And I feel like I feel a little wiry. Anybody else here like a card here? Who do I got on Instagram here? Moto Chick MJ. Hello on Instagram, Moto Chick MJ. So even if for some reason I don't get to choose you tonight, just kind of take what other things you can from other messages and see what could it be applying to you. I feel like there's usually a bigger message. Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. Moto Chick. So there is no rushing. I love this. It's like a big keyhole. That's just like, would you trust us that we're going to kind of open the door for you when it's the right timing? I always love that. The phrase that's coming up for me is rejection is redirection. So if something just hasn't been like working out in the timeline that you think, they're just like, keep trusting your gut, keep trusting that we've got your back and that the doors are going to open in the right time. So I hope that makes sense for you. Nice little reminder for all of us. Hey, Annie P here on Facebook. You could use some guidance, Annie P. Annie P. Cherishing self. I accept and love myself, Annie. So I don't know if there's like you've been being hard on yourself lately, or you have been like questioning what you're doing, how you're doing it, where you're doing it. But it just makes me feel as though this is a time really about sometimes self-care. We think it's like, oh, I need to have a nap or watch Netflix. But it could just be like really getting out in nature. It could be like, taking time to make your favorite kind of chai tea. All these kind of things are self-care. And I just kind of feel like that's what they're asking you to do right now. I do feel you overextended. They show me you in 5 different directions. So I don't know if you've got kids and a couple jobs, but I feel like 5 ways that you're spending your energy, and it just feels like kind of like, how am I taking care of myself? How am I filling up my own cup? They're showing me like that book, The 5 a.m. Club. So I don't know if you've been waking up before you have kids or before you start work, but it's like there needs to be some more time for you. It seems like there's like already a kind of a theme happening here tonight. Tanya Barron from Newfoundland, great to have you. Melissa Pittman. Hello, Melissa. Are you guys moving or things? I just kind of feel a whole bunch of, whoa, cherishing self card comes up again for you. So whatever I just said in that last message is also for you, Melissa. I just kind of feel like, are you packing up boxes? Are you unpacking boxes? I just kind of feel like a lot of moving energy, whether it's like you're changing rooms up, you're decluttering, you're moving stuff around. But it just kind of feels like that actually is self-care for you right now. Like they kind of show me like cleaning up out the cobwebs, of some of the places. One of the big things they're asking you tonight, Melissa, besides just taking care of yourself and kind of taking some moments to figure out how you fill your own cup up, is to really ask yourself, what aligns with me? Am I living in my truth of what aligns with me? Are my actions matching what my values are? So this could be like breaking any habits. This could be like, taking other people's advice before your own. So I feel like they're just wanting you to really respect that right now. So I hope that makes sense for you, Melissa. So Annie P says, you're crying. It's been a rough time in all areas. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Annie, it just feels like, sometimes when I see like energy seeping from people, I kind of see like holes in like an Afghan and energy just being seeped out. And I just kind of feel like that's you. Everybody's so busy. Isn't June crazy? I am like, June, what did it sound? Well, I think I just like saw a meme that was something like June-member, like instead of like December, it's June-member, because it almost feels as crazy as Christmas. It's like, hurry up and get ready for summer. So let's just see who else here is on Instagram. Kathy, hey matey, hey Christina Emily. Christina Emily 1. Christina Emily 1. Standing firm. I am noble, brave, and strong, Christina. So I don't know if like you just have been kind of being wishy-washy, being a little bit run down, making sure like putting other people's needs before your own. Like, hello, are we not all kind of seeing this? But this is like really you standing in your power, stepping in your power. I actually feel this for August for you. So whatever you're planning for August also looks very, very powerful. And I'm noble, brave, and strong. There's just like courage that's needed. It's almost like I'm not going to worry about other people are wanting from me or needing from me. I need to like make sure that I'm standing firm on my own values, that I'm respecting my own self. The word respect is coming up for me, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Jordan Ashton, also other people feeling June being crazy, school ending, sports, dance. Totally. Yeah, I feel exhausted as well. Summer solstice vibes. Yes, let's welcome in some like cool summer vibes. Let's just see who else is here. If you'd like a card. Dion Jessup Williams. Hello. Dion. Dion, has something been going on with your teeth? Like, I don't know if like you've just been kind of getting some dental work or like a tooth is bothering you or something. Oh, this is kind of an annoying card to get, Dion. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. I love this, but it's also so hard to do. We've talked actually a couple cards ago about self-acceptance. If you are being too hard on yourself and kind of like putting too much pressure on you to achieve something, to put a goal that's a little bit, like something that you've been dreaming, something you've been manifesting about. Sometimes when we have these things, we just push a little bit too hard. And there's like, just what if you are just where you are right now? What if you don't have to be always striving for more, doing more? So I just kind of feel like they're just saying like, I'm just going to sink in a little bit to myself, feel the power within me, and just accept where I am right now. So I hope that makes sense for you, Dion. I feel like there's like a weird filter on this Instagram. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I pressed. Hello. Tamia Tamar. Hello, Tamia. Tamar. Believing in magic. What a beautiful card to get. True magic is abounding in my life. I know sometimes that it doesn't feel that way. And even I feel like when the world is like unraveling and spiraling, which a lot of us are feeling in this full moon energy, it's like it's hard to kind of think optimistically or to think that there's beautiful things that are around the corner for us. But I just think that they say, like, no matter what you're going through, we want you to trust that it is happening for you. And that we want you to witness all the magic that happens every day that we're bringing for you, whether it's health, the way a connection that you have with your child, whether it's a text from a friend that means something, that all those magical moments are counting as something. So I just feel like they're just asking you to kind of like check in, with your gratitude, and also just believe that, like, there's always something beautiful coming around the corner, even in the midst of difficulty. So I hope that makes sense for you, Tamia. Nothing with your teeth, Dion? Okay, well, maybe email me. Email me later if something kind of came up. Karen Francis. Karen Francis. So just see you here. So just Karen. Karen, there's being like, I don't know if like you've been working out or like strength training or something like that, but it just feels like your body really loves being strong right now. So I don't know if you've been doing like weight training or something. Like they show me like you doing bicep curls and this kind of thing. It feels really important for you that your body feels very strong. Like they're showing me like eating iron and a lot of protein. Like your bones really want to be strong. Your muscles really want to be strong right now. So does that make any sense to you, Karen? Have you been working out? Have you been being quite physical? It's almost like, I feel like even you manifest dreams through the physical. Manifesting dreams, my dreams are coming true. And I just feel like sometimes when we move our bodies, if we feel stagnancy in life, sometimes we have to move our bodies. And this is something really hard for me. But I really feel that, they're just saying like when you're manifesting and thinking of the future, I'd be doing it out when you're working out. I'd be doing it when you're hiking, when you're walking, when you're moving, when you're doing yoga, kind of really calling in all this abundance that wants to come in for you, Karen. Beautiful. So I hope that makes sense for you. Anybody else like a card here? Sorry if I missed some people here. Liz Marie Brown. I tried to make sure all the dogs were in since last Wednesday Whispers. My dog went crazy. So Liz, I'm so sorry that your dad has just passed. So everybody just send some hearts and some love here to Liz Marie Brown. Yeah, do you have a ring of your dad's? Oh, Believing in Magic just came there too. That's so weird that I shuffle for that long and then the same card comes out. Yeah, Liz, do you have a ring from your dad? I'm just seeing a gold ring. Well, there's a lot about your future here, and sometimes I feel, Liz, that sometimes when people pass and the way that their energy leaves, it brings opportunity for new energy to come in, and I really kind of feel like that's what your dad's saying here. The Believing in Magic card came up for you as well, so for me, that is like, believing that there's still good things to come, that there's a lot of magic happening every day and that we just need to be a witness to it so that we can ask for more of it. And the other card that came up is Embracing the Future. I step into the future with an open heart, so even realizing, how that's going to be without your dad. And as you walk through grief, it's like, I just embrace it. This is the future. This is the path for me. And knowing that, he's going to be with you and you're going to have a team of people that are going to be guiding you throughout this time, so I'm just wishing you and sending you a lot of love and peace here as you start to walk this grief journey, and just like really kind of keep your eyes open for signs, that he could be communicating with you, believing in that magic, that the other side can communicate to us and bring signs to us. So I'm so sorry, for the loss of your dad. Let me just see if I can get this higher. I feel like I almost feel like I'm ignoring the Instagram people because I'm looking at the Facebook thing, and then I feel like, let's see here. Well, we're having a lot of like tech things. Look at all these people on Facebook. My screen flashed off. I accidentally clicked off. I didn't hear some of mine. Weird. And did my light just flicker too? That's kind of crazy. I just see, I always just say, hold on to that, Liz. Let's just see here who wanted a card. There's somebody else here. Hello, Karen Kardash Klensnikoff. Karen. They're showing me like putting like lotion and ointment on your legs and things like that, Karen. Like it could be just that you have dry skin, but if you're also kind of like, you almost smell like Tiger's Balm or things like that you're kind of using on your muscles lately. So if that makes sense for you, yeah, I kind of feel like, they want you to be taking care of yourself. The card that comes up for you is emerging into grace. I open my soul into grace. And for me, this looks like a really sleepy card, that it's just kind of like, I need to rest. I need to rejuvenate. I'm almost feeling like they're making me feel like you need to put your feet up and like massage your legs, massage your joints, moisturizing your skin, taking care of your body. It just feels like, yeah, rejuvenation is needed. So I hope that makes sense for you, Karen. I'm also just kind of seeing dandelion tea. So I don't know if you drink dandelion tea or have that, but that is a really beautiful detox tea. So they're just showing me that as well as I'm kind of speaking. Let's just see here who else is on Instagram. Let's just see who's here. Sorry if I'm missing people. Hello, Carlin Thompson. Hello, Carlin. And again, if I don't say your name, know that there's messages kind of that are trying to come through for you anyway. Carlin Thompson. I do have that special tattoo on my chest still from my party. We had like a little tattoo artist come, and I love roses. They remind me of my mom. Believing in magic card also came up for you. Believing in magic. You guys, it's like the universe is trying to tell us something here. Please notice the magic that's happening. Notice what we want to bring to you. And the other card that comes up for you here too, Carlin, is rising above. So like rising above yourself, and this is really what this full moon is all about. It's like, where am I hitting the ceiling where I just can kind of feel that I'm in the cusp of like change? It's usually chaotic. We usually feel discomfort and, stagnancy and all these things when we're ready to kind of have a major breakthrough. And I just kind of feel that for you too, Carly. They're saying like, we need you to rise above. We need you to step into like your full power. Whatever's been holding you back, it's like, we need you to take the action items to change that now, so hopefully you've been thinking about that. Even for me, they're showing me a full moon ceremony. So I would be like writing some stuff down on a piece of paper, ripping it up or burning it tonight, whatever you want to let go and kind of rise above as well. So that feels really important as well. You're always on your feet, Karen. Yeah, I just feel like they're just like showing me that you gotta like get off your feet. Oh, careful if there's like scammers, you guys. It looks like a scammer's there. Add block list in receive dream chat. Okay, perfect. Let's just see who else is here. I love this green eyes and ham. My journey is secret and my truth is my path. That's a beautiful, beautiful affirmation for this full moon. Hello, Cecilia Lorcher. You'd love a card. Hello, Cecilia. I met a spirit this week called Cecilia. I think a grandmother. But I rarely hear that name, and then now I've heard it twice this week. Launching your journey is the card that comes up for you. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Well, what an exciting time. This could be like a new chapter that's coming here for you. This could also mean a whole bunch of travel. So I don't know if you are traveling this summer, but it does kind of feel like for me, I just keep hearing new chapter, Cecilia. So I don't know if like you've just been working on things, launching things, transitioning out of certain type of works into other ones, but it looks really abundant for me, and they say they've been sending you ravens too. And that's been a symbol of like, let's get going, let's manifest, let's kind of make a change. So beautiful for you there. Who else is here? I feel like somebody was like Amy Salikin. Hi, Amy. Amy Salikin. Maybe next year I'm going to have to do separate Instagram and Facebook lives because I just feel like it's too complicated. I'd rather just focus on one. Amy. Wow, these same cards just keep repeating. And I've really been working on my shuffling skills here, because emerging grace came up for you too, Amy, which is just like some rest that needs to happen. I open my soul to grace. Yeah, I feel like you're really tired, Amy. Actually, like they're making me feel like if you can nap, I actually feel like you need naps. So I don't know if like you need, been thinking of having some naps. Naps feel impossible, but I just think they're like making time. Like I just feel like there's supposed to be little windows of rest that are supposed to be happening for you. They show me you setting like little alarms, like 15 minutes and things like that, Amy, too, because I just kind of feel as though, and if you are going through grief right now, I'm not sure if there's something that feels heavy on your heart. Sometimes like our soul needs to process that, not so much when we're awake, but even like when we're asleep, you know, there's healing that can kind of be done. So they're just making me feel that. So I hope that makes sense for you. It feels like you're in a big time of transition. Sometimes our body takes a big toll when that's kind of happening. So I hope that makes sense to you. Here's Nancy Areta Poncelet. And while she's here, I feel like I should do my Saskatoon giveaway. Is there anybody from Saskatoon that's wanting to come to my live next week? I think next Thursday, June 19th, I'm there. So anybody wanting to come? Anybody wanting to come? Is there any Saskatoon people on here? If not, I'm gonna have to do a different kind of giveaway. Yeah, Amy, naps feel impossible, but you're drained. Yeah, it feels like even like 15-minute shut-eyes feel really important, like little after dinner, you know, meditation, something where they're just showing me like little minute. Actually, they're showing me Insight Timer. Do you have that app? Insight Timer. It's like a meditation app. Sometimes you can do like 3-minute meditations, 15-minute meditations. So anybody from Saskatoon? Nobody on Saskatoon watching? Well, Brooklyn, you better tell her I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'll make a post and do a Saskatoon giveaway this week, Nancy. So we'll just kind of stay tuned for that. I feel like I've already sold like 50 tickets for Saskatoon. So it's so surprising nobody's here. Maybe they don't know about Wednesday Whispers yet. So that's okay. And then, of course, I'll probably come on and do a live for a Kelowna giveaway as well, because I know a whole bunch of people are from Kelowna. Oh, you have the Calm app. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I was seeing like this app that you can like put on for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. That feels like super important to just like, you know, calm your nervous system. You know, it just makes you feel like it'll help you sleep better. You love Insight Timer? I know. Isn't Insight Timer the best? I actually haven't used it in a long time. Maybe that's a message for me too. Well, now let's transition to the my favorite part of the night, you know, where we can connect to some spirits. And I'd love for you just to kind of hold some people in your heart of who you'd like to hear from tonight. I'd love for you just to say their names in your heart. I'd love for you to even say them in the chat. I always just feel like as soon as we say their name, as soon as we think of them, they come close to us. You know, so really kind of just taking a moment here to honor them, you know, to remember them. I have the neatest story today about how spirit communicates. And I was like kind of feeling my mom earlier. I'm not doing cam loops. No. But my husband was like kind of cleaning our cupboards today. He's like on a decluttering thing. I don't think he realizes like the full moon, and this is all about purging this full moon, but I think that's always kind of cool when he ends up doing stuff like that anyway. And I came downstairs. I had been working in the afternoon, and I came downstairs, and there was this old notebook that was open, and there was a piece of loose leaf paper. And the piece of loose leaf paper had all of my mom's writing on it. And it was like little Bible quotes, or it had been like books, like little notes she took from like some of her courses, like Deepak Chopra or Oprah or whatever. And she just had a list of like these sayings and these quotes that totally applied to my life right now. And I was like, I totally broke down, because I was just like, what are the chances that this would be open today, this full moon, when I'm kind of processing some, you know, different kind of things about my life. And I just, you know, thought it's so neat that my mom's handwriting shows up in my kitchen today. You know, my husband had no idea. He was like, what is this, like loose paper? And I just think it's just so, there's no coincidence. And that's the same thing I want to encourage for you, that when you have any type of strange thing that happens, or a synchronicity, that there's no coincidence, that you absolutely are hearing from your loved one, you know. So as we say their names here tonight, we got Grandma Flora, we got Grandma Sally and Hallie, Ramona, Mama, Lauren and George, BJ, Papa Joe, Sunny, Eugene, Natasha, Grammy Mert, Grammy and Grandpa Stewart, Grandpa Harvey, Alan, Caslow, Auntie Tara, Brina, Darlene, Nanny and Papa, Melvin and Tara, Joy, Papa Phil, Nana Betty, Papa Frank, Liz and John, Uncle Jim, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Uncle Jim. Yes. Yeah, it's so like emotional when you see like your people's writing again. You know, when I saw my mom's writing, she had beautiful writing. It like had a flood of like every birthday card, and you know, it's just amazing. Greg, so many people. Chris, Gail, Ron. Yeah, beautiful. So how it works is I'm just going to kind of start to tune into the spirit world and just kind of see who steps forward. And then when I start to describe them, even if it just a few things make sense for you, you know, I'll kind of bring through what they look like, what they did in life, how they are witnessing you, something you might have of theirs. Even if it's just a few things that make sense to you, that you're just like, that sounds like this person, or I've been finding that, I want you to say so in the comments and just be like, that sounds like this, and this is what makes sense to me. So really saying like, I have that of my grandma's, and she did this. So you could tell me, because otherwise it's so hard for me to follow in the chat and I have no idea what's happening. When you write yes, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying yes to. So you can say like, yes, I have her necklace. Yes, she knitted or whatever. So I really want you to be able to claim exactly what resonates with you, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to start to tune in here. I also don't like being on Instagram like this because I can see people texting me and it's really distracting. When I'm in a woo zone, I don't want any of that garbage. Okay. Bill, Arnold, Robert. Okay. So I'm just going to start tuning in here. So I just want to welcome the souls and guides today for all that are joining us on Wednesday Whispers here as we close the season. And as I return back in September, just asking for a spirit to step forward one at a time and to show me where you are, what you've seen of their life, and how you're communicating with them. And I just thank you for bringing us all together in community and grief. Thank you. There's a gentleman here. I feel like he did lose quite a bit of weight in his passing. And he just shows me like, you know, he lived to a really good age. He lived like till a very old age. He shows me that he starts to have like osteo a little bit and his back starts to hunch a little bit. And there's something like so kind about him. I just feel like it's such a kindness with him. And he just shows me he has like signature big glasses. Like, I don't know if they're from the 70s, but like, you know, those like kind of wire glasses, but they look really big for his face. Like maybe he had the same glasses for like 50 years. And he shows me that he had like those mints, those lifesavers, like the white ones with the hole in them. Like, I just kind of feel like he's got wrappers in his pocket and you can hear candies in his pockets. He does tell me he had trouble breathing there near the end. And I do feel like he even needed like oxygen tubes or something like that at one point as well. And he just shows me that he lost quite a bit of weight. Like his pants weren't staying up. He also has like a very signature giggle. Like I kind of feel like he's like, like to me, like he's sneaky a little bit, or like keep it a secret. He's very playful. He does say actually he's been playing with your lights, so turning lights on and off. And I just feel like, you know, he tried to hold on to as much hair as he could at the end. He wants his hair flat. He doesn't like having bedhead. It feels like somebody in the family has his pocket watch as well. And I kind of feel like he wore dress pants right till the end. So this doesn't make sense to anybody. So let me know in the comments exactly what resonates with you. So Lisa, does this sound like one of your people? Seawolf here says it sounds like your Uncle Jim. Because it sounds like my friend's dad, John. I feel like he kind of may have had diabetes as well, and it feels like it came later in life. Like he makes me feel like some of his sugars are off and he would get dizzy and things like that, but it didn't happen till later in life. It just feels like it's brought on with like old age. Okay, so Seawolf here on Instagram says, sounds like my Uncle Jim. Jim wore dress pants, yeah, and always put his hair down and had these big glasses. He had diabetes. Okay. Jim. And Seawolf, have you been having some like lights flashing? And I see Nicole, you're here with so your friend is watching this and her name is John. Her dad's name is John. Sounds like your friend's name. So try not to write yes. Try and tell me exactly what you're saying yes to. You're here with her. He passed at 69. Yeah. And then Nicole, did he have some diabetes, like having some like lightheadedness and things like that? Does somebody have the pocket watch? She is. She's Joyanne. So Joyanne, you're here. And Joyanne, have you been having some flickering lights? Do you remember these candies your dad always used to have? They feel like white mint candies. I also got Kendall here on Instagram. Sometimes we have piggybacking that happens in Wednesday Whispers, so a couple people can kind of resonate with some things I'm talking about. Your Gramps had the same glasses forever. He had candies, had lost a lot of weight, and had diabetes as well. Kendall, and he was also sneaky with you, and your lights have been going off in your bathroom. I really think the dress pants are really important. Yes, he did have diabetes later in life. Yeah, I'm just feeling really drawn to you, Nicole. You think he gave the watch to her brother. Okay, yeah. So I kind of feel like there's something kind of there. And then also I feel like there's just so much here for you, Seawolf. That also today is his birthday? Seawolf. So Jim, what is his name, Nicole? Nicole, your friend's brother, your friend's dad? Oh, okay. And here, yeah, you're having flickering lights. After he died and the candies. Always wear dress pants. Yes, totally. Yeah, beautiful. And what was his name, Nicole? So I feel like we've got kind of like a letter happening and a postcard. You know, so some other people are taking some other things. He had a shorter leg, yeah, because I kind of felt this like weird walk with him. Like I felt hunched over, and then there's like a stranger walk. So that makes sense. So his name was John. Okay, yes. Yeah, he says that he was the one to flicker lights, and he just gives a big wink at her. He just very playful, very teasing. He says like everything's just fine. He said his mom came to get him. He also says he loves ice cream. So he just shows me like ice cream memories with her or something like that. So I know if she's sitting beside you here, I just feel this like little kind of wink and a playfulness with him. And he says like to tell her I made it and tell her about the ice cream. So I kind of feel like he's just having an ice cream cone here. Yeah, really beautiful. He's like, pay attention to the lights. And then I don't know if she has a son, but I just see him also guiding like a young male in the family. He says like, a part of me passing was to help guide the next generation, you know, and that kind of feels like a young male in the family if that's not her son. He was a winker. Yes. Yes. And I love that there's a lot, even for you, Seawolf, that you're resonating with us, and it's his birthday today, Jim. He always wrote you letters. He died at 93. Yes. Yeah, you have goosebumps, Nicole, me too. So sometimes like when I bring through messages like this, she does have a son. Yeah. Because she says, I wish he could type, but he just says like, know that I'm going to be a guide for her son. So beautiful of John to be here. And there must be an echo of Jim happening here, Seawolf, for you too, especially if it's his birthday. So sometimes it feels as though like I'll give a full message to one person, and then there'll be these little postcards on the other, as the other messages. So really beautiful, Nicole. So just know that John is here and he's safe. I feel like he was very happy to be reunited with his mother. I don't know if he gardened, but she gardened. I just feel him in this like really beautiful place being reunited with his mom. So I hope that makes sense to you. Beautiful. And beautiful Seawolf that you can kind of resonate with a lot of that too. So thank you, John, for being here. I think his main message is just that he wants her to know that I'm going to be watching over your son. I don't know if he just got a haircut. He shows me like shaggy bangs or something. I'm going like this to him. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's just bring through somebody, another spirit. There's a real character here. There's a woman here, and I feel like she would have had really a tough time here. I feel like she's always hustling for money. I do feel like she smokes cigarettes. Like I even feel like she's bumming cigarettes off of you, or like asking you to pick her up some smokes. She does make me feel that you have like there's this jacket, a signature jacket that she used to wear, and I do feel like she might be like a mother figure or a sister or something that would like try and give advice all the time, but it always just came across as too hard. She's just very harsh in her delivery. Even now, she's just like, life is hard, deal with it. And, because I feel like she's always like trying to I feel like she lived very much like paycheck to paycheck, she tells me. She makes me feel like car memories with you were the best. It's almost like I feel like she was quite immature, intellectually or emotionally, so she was always, it's almost like when she was distracted, she was like a better person to talk to. So she just makes me feel like when you guys were driving is when you guys had your best talks, if that makes sense. She was too hard on you. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those people that it's just like when she give advice, it would just land a little bit hard. It would land like very harshly. She says that she was too hard on you. I do feel like you have a pair of her earrings. She's saying, I don't know if you gifted her a pair of earrings. She's talking about a significant pair of earrings that you have with her. And then I do feel like quite a bad cough with her. I do feel like, she has this big smoker's voice. She speaks gruff. And I feel like, she's really trying to bring through some healing here with an apology. So if this makes sense to somebody here, I'd love to just kind of see who that is for. So a rough and tough gal, smoker, like signature jacket she would have worn every day that just reeked of cigarettes. It's like, you put it down somewhere and then the whole house smells because of that jacket. She does make you feel like she passed away from something lung related. And she just is also just trying to really kind of say like, like life is hard and I need you to level up. I need you to do it. Or even her wording now is still a little bit harsh, a little bit hard in how she's trying to, so Lydia Williams here on Instagram, this might be for you and Auntie. You don't have a jacket, but earrings. Yeah. Do you remember her wearing a jacket though? Because she just makes me feel it's a jacket she wore like every day. Nikki Weber here on Facebook says, you feel like this could be your grandma. Yeah. And she says she did die of lung cancer. Yeah. Do you have a pair of earrings of hers, Nikki? It feels like, the earrings are gifted. And she just says like, she's like, stop being such a sissy. Stop having this pity party for yourself. She really just wants to pick you up by the armpits and be like, you got this. Like, trust me, like life could be way harder for you. And it's almost like you've had a charmed life compared to hers. And I even feel like part of who you've become is because you didn't want to be like her. You wanted to be different than her or your lineage or the way that you were raised. And she's just like, you have already done it. You've already done so much more than I ever could have done. And you just need to keep working at it. And you just need to keep doing it. You do have her earrings, Nikki. You have a few pairs of her earrings. Yeah. Nikki, have you been having some pity parties? Haven't we all? Like, I feel like we're in such a weird time right now. So your aunt did have a specific one that she loved, Lydia? Yeah. And Lydia, do you remember her being hard on you? Do you remember car rides with her where it's almost like you just had a pity party, Nikki? Yes, I have a few. You have a few pair of earrings. Okay. Oh, shoot. How do I get rid of this? Oh, yeah. You just had a pity party. I love it. Right before I need Wednesday Whispers. Because I just feel, and do you remember like car rides with her, Nikki? Because I just feel like it's almost like, you know what I mean? When she's distracted is when you can connect with her the best. And it just makes me feel too, like, I don't know, like if one of your kids are sick or there's somebody in the household that has also been sick, that's just also making me, it kind of makes me feel like it's one of those things like when it rains, it pours kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like everything's really stressful. And then like your kid wakes up and throws up in the night or something like that, you know? So Nikki, you're saying very much so. And she did struggle a lot in life, right? And so she just shows me you like kind of struggling with like your kid or even like some immune stuff in the house. Like even if somebody's having some health issues and things like that, it just kind of feels like it's all accumulating. It all just feels like a lot for you right now. And she's like, you're born for this. You're meant for this. So many car rides. Yeah, Nikki, this must be for you. So many car rides and you feel her the most in your car. Oh, your son just had croup. Okay, because I keep hearing this coughing, you know, and she just makes me feel like it's just like that cherry on top where you're just like, really didn't need this right now. Really didn't need to go to the hospital at 2 a.m. with croup, you know, and everything kind of feels like it's kind of caving in on you. And she's just like, you are built for this. You are made for this. Remember where you've come from. You come from a line of tough women, and stop feeling sorry for yourself and just get shit done. So she's, you know, we don't change that much on the other side. She's just like, you got this, you know, and just loves these moments here in the card. But then she also does say that she was too hard on you, Nikki. So I hope that makes sense. You know, she's got this tough love message here for you tonight, Nikki. So whatever you're going through here, she just really wants to be a champion here for you, if that makes sense. Yes. So I feel like, I'm going to kind of close it here tonight. I feel very tired. As I said, June is a kind of a crazy month. I'll be back in the middle of September with Wednesday Whispers. I'm going to be in Saskatoon next week. I'm going to be in Kelowna. Please come to my woo-woo weekend. It is seriously the best. Like I only surround myself with the best people, and attract the best people. So really, even like the other souls, I know some of you guys on Facebook have like been, you know, like you meet incredible people, incredible friends. So yes, if you want to know more about that, please go to my website. What is in my intuitive mug tonight? What was I drinking? Last guess is here, using your psychic abilities, my friends. Cold, hot, sour, sweet, fruity, earthy. A lot of you were feeling cold here tonight. Nikki, she's still giving me heck. Yeah, absolutely. You need that tonight. Beautiful, Nikki. My pleasure. Water, ginger ale. I didn't have ginger ale last week. You can't guess the same thing I had last week. A lot of you feeling cold. Look at you guys. You're so psychic. It is my grapefruit bubbly. Oh yeah, I had to go with the pink theme tonight. Strawberry moon. I had to stay pink. So my friends, I always am like so grateful that you trust me and that you join me here every Wednesday. I'll miss you. I'll probably, if you aren't in my Facebook group called the Wolf Pack, is my free group where I'll kind of come on for lives and maybe host some workshops and things like that. I'll kind of stay in touch with you guys over the summer. I'll try and do stories, but I feel like social media is just a big pain in the butt. Like, aren't we all kind of over it? And Lydia, I love that there were some messages in there for you too here tonight, but just like a couple little piggybacks. Vicky, you got it. Cold bubble water. It's classic. I had to end the year like that. So my friends, many blessings to you. I hope you have a beautiful summer, and hope to see you along the way. I think I have like 2 more readings available for August. If you want to connect. Other than that, please just have faith in your heart, whatever you're going through, that life is always happening for us, not to us, and that you're never alone. You know, our loved ones are always with us. As soon as we say their name, as soon as we think of them, they come right to our side. And with them, we can kind of weather every storm. You know, we have a team of guides and support that are always guiding us. So please don't forget that as you venture into the summer chaos. And I just, wish you all a gentle, easy way to get into the summer here, and enjoy this full moon. You know, do something for yourself, tune into your heart, write some stuff out you're ready to let go of, see what's no longer in alignment for you. You know, tonight's a beautiful night to do that. So many blessings to you guys. Have a great, great summer. Bye.